Mr. Joshua 2019. Mr. Joshua 2019. I want to know if you agree or disagree with the concept of reparations or not. And I want to know if you agree with it and why or why not. That's all.
Well, I don't agree with it. Just for the simple fact is I wasn't a slave owner. Y'all weren't slaves. So why do I have to pay back for what ancestors done?
Interesting.
It's
so
like somebody
I tell you, I heard you. Do you ask me a question, or is this like a continuous statement?
Do what?
Did you ask me a question, or was this like a continuous statement?
It was just a continuous statement because it's basically what it boils down to. It's like somebody robs a bank and they get caught. Well, somebody that wasn't involved in it gets the benefits from it.
Right. So let me go ahead and stop you there. You made several statements. Number one, the concept of paying for damages, even though you weren't involved, that is a very false claim. I pay for things that I have nothing to do with all the time, and we're not going to debate that. That's a fact. I just mentioned Ukraine, right? I'm not. Are you Ukrainian or Russian? Okay, then you're paying for that right now. But you have nothing. No. But you have nothing to do with that. So that's first point debunked. Second point. I was you were never a slave and I was never a slave. Well, once again, the thing is that I never held Japanese people in internment camps, but my mother and my father paid taxes on that. So the only way I'm going to hear your counter opinion on that is if you compensate them on that, because that's called putting your money where your mouth is. Third point is that you say, well, if someone robs a bank, the other person isn't punished for it. That's not true, because when there's a rise in crime, police ask for more federal funding, which is tax funding that I pay. All 3 points debunked in under 30 seconds. You may continue.
Well, you're throwing in taxation and everything into the debunking.
Yes. That's
asking for
that is
more
a
money
head-to-head
from the
comparison.
government.
No, sir. When reparations are paid, it's going to be paid in tax money, right? I just did a head-to-head comparison of things that I pay for, that I have nothing to do with, and things that happened a long time ago. Like, for example, we are honoring trade deals and treaties that were made centuries ago. I wasn't even alive.
Yeah, but who's getting paid for anything from centuries ago? I'm not.
The people who are getting the benefits. So
you mean
if they
like
get benefits, I want the exact same benefits. Why are you so against the idea of black people who are citizens of this country here getting paid over Israel?
I'm against people getting stuff because
you're not allowed to say I don't agree with that either, because you're not in a chat currently arguing against that. You're currently in a chat arguing against me. So we're gonna focus on me right now, because you're in my chat.
I am in your chat, but
right.
I'm against giving out more free money.
Why are you? I just named multiple functions in which we pay other countries for things that we have nothing to do with, and you have offered no resistance for that. You haven't even made a statement. You're fine with that, just so long as it doesn't benefit us. You have to do a lot of personal self-reflection, man. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean to you.
I don't give out free money for shit.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm telling you, there's a psychological thing that happens to people. When you see a group as a permanent underclass, right? You don't feel that they actually deserve anything. This is why you're offering such resistance, even though it's illogical based on what I just said. You just said, "Hey, why should I pay for things that I have nothing
You're
to do with?"
You're throwing stuff out there as being a part of the race situation,
sir. Because
I don't agree with giving away free money to anybody.
Sir, I'm speaking. Don't interrupt me. Now you made several statements, sir. A lot of statements. Those deserve thorough answers. I'm giving you thorough answers, sir. When you say things like, "Well, why should I pay for this?" Essentially, what you're saying is, why should I pay for things that I have nothing to do with? I just said I'm not Ukrainian or Russian. I asked you the same question. You said I'm not either. But we're both paying for that, whether we like it or not. So whether you like it or not, cut the check to my people.
And there you're throwing into your race.
Is that not a fair head-to-head standard?
You're wanting to send out checks to black people, right? For being
That's not what I
slaves
said.
in the history. That's what it's
not what I
boiling
said.
down to. You're
That's not
paying
what I
for
said.
our. Okay, what's it saying?
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you pay for things that you have nothing to do with right now?
Well, yeah, I pay for taxes.
Sir, I need you to answer a yes or no. Do you pay for things that you have nothing to do with right now?
Yes.
Do you based on that yes that you just gave, do you think it's logical to even bring up why should I pay for things based on things that I wasn't engaged in? Yes or no?
If you're breaking down into that, circumstances.
No, sir. I need a yes or no. See, I have to actually break it down to an elementary level. I see that the high brain, big brain talk doesn't work. So I want to break it down to simple words, less than 10 words per sentence. Do you understand what I'm saying? Based on that yes, solely on the yes that you just gave me, the YES that you just gave me. Why saying that I don't want to pay for things that I wasn't engaged in? Why that's illogical? Yes or no?
It is illogical.
Okay, that wasn't a yes or no, but I'll take that. Now, this is why conversations break down, right? Because when I was trying to explain this to people, and whenever black people try to explain this to people, they go out of their way to not get the point. You understood the point the first time. You just wanted to argue. You have to get over that, man. You have to really, really do some self-reflection and introspection. And trust me, I do the same thing all the time, right? It's not just you. There's a resistance to black people getting stuff that you don't like, man. And it's okay to admit that. You're not gonna be perfect. I don't expect that. But I do expect you to actually have some growth and learn from this experience. I didn't just come on here and just cook you for nothing. All right? You thought you were gonna come on and found some weak-minded black person that you're gonna just be able to dominate.
I never said you're a weak-minded black person, sir.
No.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Even when I put a little bit of resistance, I didn't even try hard here. I just simply used your own words against you. I made you repeat your own words. Now, when you watch the recording of this that I'm going to post, I want you to watch that. I made you repeat your own words and defeated you, sir. It showed that you were just against the concept of us getting paid. Not anyone else, just us.
No, if you actually listen, I am against giving out so-called free money to everybody.
Sir, I was against
the stimulus checks.
I asked you this question already. You've already conceded. I pay it all the time, and you've already justified it, sir.
I do pay it all the time. I pay taxes. I pay for everybody's government assisted checks.
Why is it that you are in a chat arguing about reparations when it hasn't even been paid out versus protesting something that's actively happening right now? Which lets you know it's not the taxes being paid that you are against. It's us getting paid. Your actions.
No, you asked me the question about that.
I'm using your words and your actions against you, and that's why you're having a hard time refuting.
You asked me that question. If I agreed with that or not.
This is called being on the hot seat, sir.
And I said I did not agree with it.
Listen, so the debate tactic that I just used against you, this is called hot plating. This is when you take someone else's point and you allow them to cook themselves.
I understand that.
Right. So I allowed you to cook yourself. With your own words and your actions. If you are so against all this stuff, why are you against a concept that for right now hasn't even happened? You're paying money to Ukraine right now.
And so are you.
I understand that. And I'm speaking out against it. Why aren't you right now? Where's your live stream, sir?
I don't have a live stream going.
I guarantee you, if I look at your channel right now, there's no videos about Ukraine. I guarantee you. I'll bet you money right now. Zero.
There ain't none about Ukraine right now.
Exactly, because you're not against the concept of us getting money to white countries, just money to black Americans.
No, that's not what I said.
How long have you been on TikTok, sir?
Since about 19.
Oh, 2019. So in all that time, you couldn't find a single time to put out a single video about all the spending in Ukraine. But here you are, live on air with a black person arguing about reparations, something that hasn't even happened yet. You're cooking yourself, sir.
Nah,
it's pretty bad.
You're cooking me for me.
Nah,
you're cooking myself for you.
No. All right, man. Listen, it was great, man. I appreciate this. This is a great warm up. You have a great day. All right. You have a great day, man. Be safe, man. Be safe, man. You have a blessed day.